कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्री श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायण दिनानि श्रीकृष्णलीलाकथाने सुदाक्षम् औदार्य माधुर्य गुणैश्च युक्तम् वरं वरेण्यं पुरुषं महान्तं नारायणं तं शिरसा नमामि। त्रिदण्डीनां भक्तशिरोमणिं च श्रीकृष्णपादाब्जौदयकमुदि चैतन्यलीलामृतसारसारं नारायणं तं सततं प्रपद्ये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Let me offer millions of licenses for Pita Gurudev Rupanu Guru Varga Namanista Santa Sadhana Prabhu Chana Takoti Dandavat and all present past future Vaishnavas Yatavad Dandavat Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Dandavat pranam to please forgive me. Now today is Saturday. Yesterday was Ekadasi, Putrada Ekadasi. Also Jagdish Pandit disappeared. Then 14th is Makara Sankranti and 16th Gopal Bhatta Goswami's appearance day, Ramchandra Kaviraj disappearance day, and Bhakti Vaiva Puri Goswami Maharaj appearance day, 19th. 20th is Jayadev Goswami's disappearance day. 23rd is Lochandas disappearance day. 25th is January Ekadasi. Then 26th is appearance day of Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. 29th is appearance of Gurudev. Alright. Third is Vasant Panchami. 5th February is Advaita Saptami. Then 10th February Nityananda Trayodasi. And so 27th is Shivaratri, 27th. 9th March is Navadip Parikrama. 14th March is Gaura Purnima. So in February, you know how many fasting you have to do? 5th February, Advaita Saptami, Ekadasi you have to do. Then 8th, 8th is Ekadasi. Then 10th is Nityananda Trayodasi. Then 27th is Shivaratri. Actually, Vijaya, 24th is Ekadasi, and then Shivaratri is 27th. So, 5. In the February, March, in the February month, you have to do like 5 fasting days. 2 Ekadasi, Advaita Saptami, Nityananda Trayodasi, and then Shivaratri. 3 plus 2, 5. So, lot of blessing from the Lord, from Ekadasi Devi to progress. Because unless we do follow that, we will not be gain entrance to properly following Gaur Purnima. This is the key, you know. Lord Shiva is also very, very dear. Nityananda Prabhu is very dear. Advaita is very, very dear. Ekasi Devi is also very, very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have to get the blessing from all. Ekasi Devi, Advaita, first Shiva, Lord Shiva. Ekasi Devi, Lord Shiva, then Advaita, then Nityananda. Then Gaur Purnima, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. So, now continuing, because you know, me finish this book, read question and answer. Like last time, if you one, if it is not clear, if you ask again, we will go through that question on Thursday. Or even today also, if you like. Is the body of a devotee a temple of Bhagavan? Is there? Is the body of a devotee a temple of भगवान? क्या भक्तों का देह भगवान का मंदिर है? The devotee's body is the temple of Lord. The answer is the body of a living entity is a temple of Bhagavan. The Lord is there. It's a temple. You know? That's why you put on tilak. Remember, in a temple there is a gopura, right? On top. There is a tilak also. So this is like a gopura of this temple. You know? And gumbaj, is there. And the altar is there. So the heart. And the pujari is there, servants, devotees, remember, right? So the soul is the like a pujari. So the body of a living entity is a temple of Bhagavan. That temple is conscious, sentient. It's conscious. Sentient. In a temple constructed from bricks, stones, and wood, there are lepya archa vigraha. Deities made out of clay, sandalwood, and other substances. Lekya. Paintings of Bhagavan also. Can be even a painting, pictures. So inside the temples of the spiritual bodies, Chinmaya Deha of devotees. Devotees are Chinmaya Deha. Deha Dehi, not like you were telling, like our Gurudev. It appears like, but is Chinmaya. Pure devotee. So, Sri Bhagavan is always present. When devotees accept honor, Mahaprasad, remnants of food offered to the Lord, is for the purpose of maintaining Bhagwan's temple. This is amazing. Prasadam we take is for maintaining this body, this temple. See, if you have that consciousness, the prasadam is, you look at it in a different entire way. It is maintenance for this temple. Like a brick, temple made out of brick. You need maintenance, right? You want to spend some money for the, flowers and fruits offering, right? Praise the Lord. So here we are taking prasadam for what? Maintaining this temple. So Gurudev, we are assisting. Uh, we are inviting him into our heart and we are assisting. So if you look at that way, it will be so much elevation. What is Who is qualified to properly recite Srimad Bhagavatam? Who is qualified to recite Srimad Bhagavatam? Properly recite. Exalted devotees regard service to Srimad Bhagavatam to be their only duty and their very life. Srimad Bhagavatam. They serve Lord Hari at every step, with every morsel of food and every breath. Srimad Bhagavatam is directly Bhagavad Vastu, the absolute truth concerning Sri Bhagavan. The absolute truth. Srimad Bhagavatam is not an object of trade, but it is the object of service, Sevya Vastu, or worshipable object, Upasya Vastu. We have a Upasya Vastu, worshipable. Bhagavatam is also worshipable Vastu. That's why I remember, we in the temple actually, we put Bhagavatam when we go in the morning, parikrama. Tulsi is there. Gurudev's lotus feet. Srimad Bhagavatam, Govardhan Shila, Didi. So when we do this Tulsi Parikrama, we're actually doing parikrama of what? All the tirthas. Because under the Tulsi, all the tirthas exist. Vrindavan Dham, Govardhan, Navdeep Dham, Jagannath Puri, all the tirthastalas, whole world are there. With that mode, all the Leela stars of Krishna is amazing. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is not an object of trade, but it is the object of service or worshipable object. Those who recite Srimad Bhagavatam for a salary or as part of a contract can never recite it in the real sense. If you take for a salary, I know reciters, professional reciters of Bhagavat contract. They cannot recite it. Therefore, we should always pay attention to whether a speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam is sincerely serving Bhagavan 24 hours a day without duplicity or is engaged in other activities. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. A stipend holder or a contractor cannot explain Bhagavat. First of all, refrain from approaching the professional priest. See whether he devotes his time fully to the Bhagavat or not. Now, before we hear Bhagavatam, we should check this. He's fully utilizing his time for it or not. One cannot properly recite Srimad Bhagavatam simply by being an expert scholar in reciting the Puranas, Purana Tirtha. Bhaktya Bhagavatam Grahyam, na Buddhaya, na cha Tikaya. One cannot, one can properly recite Srimad Bhagavatam only through devotion. Bhagavatam can be recited only through devotion, not by one's intelligence or by studying commentaries. No, we can read so many. No. Jiva Goswami's commentary, Sanatana Goswami's, then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is amazing, So there are other, but scholarly we cannot. So one who recites Srimad Bhagavatam should be a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, Bhagavata. If one poses as a speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam, but one is greedy for wealth, anchors for prestige, or any other type of worldly attraction, Srimad Bhagavatam is actually very far from him. A person's heart cannot be attracted to Bhagavan, who is real, eternal substance, by hearing discourse of Srimad Bhagavatam from such a person. See, imagine the power is coming from a generating station, right? It can be dam, through water, or burning coal, or nuclear, whatever, right? It comes to your substation, your house, right? Suppose the wire that brings the power connecting to your house is faulty. Do you get power? If it is a lot of resistance, it will burn out, okay? You will lose power. No? So, this is what it is. Uh, Greedy for wealth, anchors for prestige, or if he has any other type of worldly attraction. If one has any worldly attraction, it will be disqualification. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is actually spiritual, Chinmaya. You cannot touch by a materialistic person. He must be Chinmaya, real Bhagavad. Then only it will have an effect. Srimad Bhagavatam cannot be properly recited or commented on by one who is not a pure devotee of Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavata. Bhagavata. That itself word is Bhagavatam. No? Even mathematically, it has an amazing uh, I wrote down. Maybe next time. Last time I will tell you. Even mathematically is amazing. I was amazed by the coincidence. Uh, I'm lucky. Let's see. जय जय गौर हरि की जय गौर हरि गौर हरि गौरा बोलिए जाओ का जीवन पिछना चाहिए बारा गौरा भी नाम चित्राने गौरा करे जीवन गौरा 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 गौरा। ये आज कैसा हुआ? ठीक हुआ। इसमें अच्छा हो रहा है। हाँ? इसमें अच्छा हो रहा है। अच्छा, ये जो छोटा वाला है ना, हाँ, इसमें अच्छा हो रहा है। अभी फीस दे दिया क्या? नहीं, हाँ दे दिया, रिसिप्ट दिया है। अभी आज यज्ञ में ये प्रभु आए थे, नित्यानंद प्रभु। नित्यानंद, हाँ। हाँ, नहीं नहीं, आपके साथ बैठ के देखा। नहीं। अच्छा, ठीक है। वो ईशान प्रभु जी बोले कि ये दो लोग आए हैं ना, पुजारी प्रभु, उनको सिखाने को। ओ पुजारी, जो अभी पूजा कर रहे हैं, हाँ, लोग दोनों आदमी तो नहीं आए हैं। ओ, नहीं अभी नहीं, हम बोलता हूँ, हाँ, वाला इनको ये करना पड़ेगा। तो such a person, see, Srimad Bhagavatam cannot be properly recited or commented on by one who is not a pure devotee of Bhagavan Krishna and whose life does not follow the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a person is cheated or deceived. Therefore, he may pretend to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. He simply cheats or deceives others. See, Srimad Bhagavatam is Sakshat Krishna. 10th canto is his face. Beautiful. So, uh, uh, we have to look for it, that thing. Uh, look for it. Time. Each Bhagavatam canto so many chapters, even amazing, so precise. It blows your mind away. Bah. The relationship between a listener, Shrota, and a reciter of Srimad Bhagavatam is not the same as the relationship between a student and a teacher or lecturer in schools and colleges. An excellent teacher is one who can properly explain any particular subject matter to students, right? In colleges, right? It doesn't matter whether a teacher lives his life according to the teachings he is imparting to students. He can be a good teacher according to grading, but he can be drunkard, he can be doing all kinds of nonsense. But in the school, so this does not apply to speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Understand? He's open 24 hours, he's dedicated. He's leading the life that he speaks, that Bhagavatam speaks. Huh? Such speakers are preachers who should exhibit exemplary conduct and practice what they preach. The scriptures state, Apani achari dharma jiveras shikaya. Apane na kaile dharma shikaya na jai. That is, a devotee who acts as an acharya teaches living entities by his personal example. One cannot truly educate others unless one personally practices what one preaches. Practice what one preaches. One of bad character, where lust and desire for prestige or wealth in his heart can never deliver an effective discourse on Srimad Bhagavatam. He simply tries to satisfy his own senses on the pretext of reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. You know? Hmm. कैसे गुरु का आश्रय ग्रहण करना चाहिए? What type of guru, spiritual master, should we take shelter? Shelter of. So, the answer is telling, Bhakti's answer. When one is fortunate, one gets shelter of a spiritual master who performs devotional service to Lord Hari all of the time. We should take shelter of the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is engaged 100% in serving Bhagavan. Otherwise, we cannot remain engaged 100% in serving Bhagavan according to his I ideal, Adarsha. Or Gurudev, one time I was by him, you know, standing. Till my last breath, I was preaching. Every breath he was preaching. Wow, we were amazed. You know. So many pastimes. Wow. We're very, very fortunate to have such a day. A licentious platform, licentious platform, speaker, or professional priest cannot be a guru. If due to misfortune one accepts such a person as a spiritual master, he cannot engage in devotional service to Lord Hari because he is through and through, you cannot. Such an imitation spiritual master cannot bestow auspiciousness on us. A spiritual master should be selfless and devoid of material desires. He has conquered his senses. He is knowledgeable in the scriptures and he has a realization of Bhagavan. The scriptures state that Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignashu Shreha Uttamam Shabde Parecha Nishnatam Brahmani Upasma Ashrayam. Srimad Bhagavatam. Inquisitive sadhakas must take shelter at the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master in order to understand what is auspicious for them. A bona fide spiritual master must be expert in the conclusions of the Vedas and other scriptures, Shabda Brahma. He should be proficient in knowledge of Parabrahma. He must have realization of the Supreme Lord, who is beyond the reach of the mundane senses. He should not be subjugated or overwhelmed by any material distress. Then, how do the perspectives of Preya Panthi and Shreya Panthi differ? Preya and Shreya Panthi, path. One is auspicious, one is inauspicious. Shreya Katha includes topics related to spiritual welfare, and auspiciousness. Prayer Katha includes topics related to material sense gratification. Many times, Shreya Katha may not be easy or pleasant to hear. Prutkarna Rasayana. Here it may be difficult. Huh? Do Nirjal Ekadasi, uh, following Ekadasi properly. Whereas Preya Katha is always palatable for conditioned souls. I tell you, so many things are addictable in this world. But you are thinking just the drugs, forget it. People can be addicted to sugar, sabudan. I don't know what you call sabudan in English. You know sabudan, white thing, round thing. Then like that, uh, so many things. Coffee, tea, so negative. So, but the prayer path is like always palatable for conditions of prayer. It tastes good right now. Listeners often think that speakers should only talk about palatable topics. This is not people come palatable. Should we speak very so that they can be happy or feel good about it? Funny. Um, um, but Shreyapanthi persons aspiring for the welfare and auspiciousness of their own self or souls, for their own selves or souls, understand? Think that they should hear about topics concerning the absolute truth, which do not involve any material motives, even if such topics may be distasteful to their current conditioned mind. See, people come, they're conditioned, and they are control of their mind. Ah, mind will not like it because, like last time we said, what is this Maya? First, makes Krishna not visible to you, and Krishna keep far away. Then what do we see if we are not connected with? We see our senses, you know, enjoying so many. They are coming for that. So if you tell these things, obviously the mind will be, first of all, it rejects, it will find fault. You know, see, because for if you listen to pure devotee, the soul likes it, enjoys it. But the mind will always, even though they like it, then they come up, the place was not clean, there was some smell, you know, some mundane thing. Actually, anything of this world is actually very bad smell. You know, you go to supermarket, for example, so many items. As soon as you see, is it really funny? Maybe. How many items may be there in a supermarket? Can anybody guess? Thousands and thousands, lakhs, right? maybe a million, but who knows? But as soon as you enter, you'll be, your senses will be overtaken. You know, feeling going this, this. You will grab even though it is unnecessary. Yes, sir, not essential, but still put it there. Maybe need, maybe. So that's why you should train your mind. Okay, before you go to supermarket market, you make a list. Understand? Okay, you have your list ready. Take a list and make a determination. Okay, I'm going there to the supermarket or any shopping. I will buy no matter what. I will restrict to this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. Nothing more. We have to tell our mind, look, don't mislead me. Oh, my dear friend. Looks like you are my friend, but actually you are my biggest enemy. Should I list? Huh? So you should tell mind, this is the list I'm going to go. And then you should chant and then take that and then quickly out. Otherwise, see, our mind cooperates with these supermarket people. Understand? It collides. So what do you call it? Colliding, not in the interest of ourselves. So that's why before you make a determination, so that gives you strength. You already made it, intelligent. You gave power to intelligence, not to the mind. If you are not sure what to buy, and you go there looking, by the time you come back, it will be one day. Few hours it will be gone, and your mind will be agitated. You will be agitated, and your purse also becomes empty, right? So you have to be very, very careful. Essential thing before you go. Otherwise, um, you'll be taken for granted. Just like a baby. You go with a baby and you put the baby in the cart. Mommy, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. If you listen to what baby is telling, you need not one cart, maybe 10 cart. It wants everything. See, but you should tell, oh, my loved one, you shut up. I know what is good for you. you know. Then what you will say? Mommy, 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 mommy. But that's all. It can cry, but it cannot buy. You understand? It has no buying power, but it can cry. I want this. I want. So, mother playing the role of buddhi, intelligence, should have restraint on the mind. Then only you will be saved. Otherwise, both are gone. Okay. So, prayer panthi, people always search for their personal pleasure and happiness. However, Shreya Panthi people are always totally devoted to endeavors to please Lord Krishna. See, these are the things. One is pleasing Lord Krishna, one is, you know, pleasing our personal pleasures and happiness, senses. You know. Shreya Panthi people do not follow in the footsteps of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva, they don't follow. Whereas Shreyapanthi people only follow the path shown by the Mahajan. Mahajano yena gata Sapantaha. In other words, Shreyapanthi people believe that only the opinion of the Mahajans is meaningful and superior. Sara. Shreyapanthi people are Shrautapanthi, are Avarohapavadi, whereas Shreyapanthi people are Ashrota-panthi, are Arohavadi. Avarohavadi, Avarohavadi. Arohavadi. One is going up, one is coming down. We belong to the coming down, okay, from the spiritual master, you know, disciplic succession, coming down, not going up. Going up, you'll be there where you are, or maybe down. So, what is असली परोपकार क्या है? असली परोपकार, para upakara. Huh? What is real charity? The different kind of charity. What is real charity? An infinite number of living entities have turned away from Lord Vishnu and fallen into this jail, Durga of Mahamaya, due to envying him in infinite ways. See, this whole material world is like a jail. Durga. Durga meaning jail, okay? That's why Durga is in charge of the jail. Why you call her Durga? Kali, Durga. She is in charge of the jail. That's why it's called Durga. Mahamaya is material nature, the external potency of the Supreme Lord, which bewilders conditioned living entities. She is personified as Durga Devi. We must endeavor to save at least one of these entrapped persons from the clutches of Mahamaya by directing him towards Lord Krishna. We should strive to, save at least one person. You have to be saved by first. You should be saved. So the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling the rescue. See how important he is telling. Please listen. The rescue of just one person from the prison of Mahamaya is an act of infinitely greater charity. See, what is the question? What is the real charity? You understand? Paropakara. What is that? So, if you save one person from this jail, is an act of infinitely greater charity than establishing countless hospitals and schools. If I am a resident of Bharatavarsha, India, it is necessarily my duty to see to the interest, swartha of Bharatavarsha from my temporary selfish ego, anitya abhimana. If I take birth in a foreign country, then it is my duty to perform activities that are favorable to the interest of that particular country, although such activities may be opposed to the interest of Bharatavarsha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees do not exhibit such petty sectarian views that depend on country, time, or person, which are born of materialistic considerations. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees strive for the real welfare of a country. They show ideal dedication to a country, Desha Bhakti, or patriotism. Their absolute welfare activities do not involve short-term benefits, samayika benefits, and they are not beneficial to one person and harmful to another. This is the thing. We do not engage. One is beneficial to one and harmful to others. All countries and living entities at all times can receive the fruit of Mahaprabhu's and his devotees' welfare activity or service. These are not just idle words. This is the highest truth. Flatterers are not real teachers. Spiritual masters are preachers. Flatterers are not real teachers. Spiritual masters are preachers. Flatterers, glorifying negatively. Those who speak according to the opinion of numerous types of sick people in order to achieve fame or serve their own selfish agenda, or whose advise others to seek only short term or temporary benefits, prayer, are not concerned with real auspiciousness for others. Rather, their mentality is opposed to that of those who always contemplate auspiciousness for others. One should not listen to talks from such people which will lead to inauspiciousness for oneself and others, and to total ruination, sarvanasha, ruination. So, hospitals and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is telling building. If you say one person from this jail, you know, much more than building hospitals, millions of hospitals and schools. Now, building hospitals and schools, what is happening really? Wow. Just other day, I talked to a doctor. What goes on in the hospital? Building. Uh, it is very scary. What happened during Corona time? You can see. Now everybody realizes whoever got the vaccine, they have become weak in their immunity and all that. So schools they teach competition, and unless one is very, very, very fortunate, will be taken away from God, devotional service to God. Right? The whole subject they teach is to make us atheist people, not theistic, atheistic. Even though it is everywhere, Supreme Lord's imprint, so obvious, but they put wow, look at technologies and that. Um, the contamination of the food, see everything, so much. What to, so that's why one is to be very, very, very fortunate to be come under great, our Mahajan, who follow in the footsteps of Mahajan. Is the mind deceitful? क्या मन विश्वासघातक है? Can we trust mind? This is the thing. Is it mind worthy of trusting? Uh, or something like that. Actually, uh, no. Or the mind is deceitful. Vishwasagata. Is the mind deceitful? See, many people they say, no, oh, mind, oh no, manodharma, on the platform of mind. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati said, is the mind deceitful? Certainly. Deceitful mean what? Taking us in a wrong direction, huh? Away from the Lord. Huh? Certainly, it will destroy us completely as soon as it gets the opportunity. If it gets an opportunity, it will destroy us. This deranged pagal or rogue, badmash, mind is pagal and badmash, mind. Deranged and rogue mind has great taste for being a slave to lust and anger. It has a great taste for being a slave to lust and anger. Okay. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying, please meditate on it. Don't think what is he talking. Ah, meditate on it. This rascal mind assumes the position of a preacher, upadeshta, in order to engage inhabitants of the material world in serving lust and anger or serving Maya, the illusory potency of Lord Krishna, which deludes a living entity into forgetfulness of the Supreme Lord. The whole idea of mind is to forget Krishna. This mind, so the mind is an agent, okay? The agent of the Maya within us, very powerful agent. It's amazing how the creation is. This mind which is oblivious to Lord Krishna due to being focused outwardly toward the material world, Bahirmukha Mana, is always busy creating animosity toward Lord Hari. Animosity towards Lord Hari, the spiritual master, and devotees of Lord Krishna, Vaishnava. That is why we should not listen to the mind, okay, and instead listen to saintly persons, sadhus, spiritual masters, and the scripture, shastra. So, it is very clear his message, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And we see so many examples. Now, the another question is, you might have all these questions. Why do all people not listen to the Satya Katha, topics about the absolute truth? People, why they don't want to listen to the truth, real truth about absolute truth? Huh? You know why? It is absolutely true that many people in the world do not accept Satya Katha, truth, about absolute truth, because it is spiritually auspicious. It's spiritually auspicious, not palatable for materialistic persons. Prayer. because it's spiritually auspicious, they don't want to. It's not palatable for materialistic person. That's why. You have to surrender. They don't want to surrender. If you show something vague, void or this and that, keep on going. See, this is the thing. We are spending millions of lifetime. We were in millions of species. Understand? If we are in the if we come under control of mind, that's what it does. Derails us. You know, look at the way they progress science. Truth is everywhere, but still, no. How we came into existence? So many theories. Big Bang theory, suddenly explosion. How the conscious comes from? Combination of matter. So they want to deny actually conscious entity and also supreme conscious entity. See, try to understand the whole basis of science. Advance is to deny the existence of supreme consciousness and also a small living entity or conscious. Only matter, matter, matter. Combination of matter gave rise to life by chance. So Chetna is not there in them, this combination, but still, and how, you know, bacteria and there is no even a trace of truth in it. But every school, every college, every university is teaching this, making everyone believe, turning everybody into atheistic. So, and prayer, you know, we should somehow gratify our senses, gratify other senses, so that they will satisfy our senses. you know, I scratch on your back, you should scratch on my back. So, exploiting each other. And time goes by. We are imprisoned more and more. So, this is prayer. Many unscrupulous creatures have eaten the heads, ruined the lives of people in this world by declaring themselves to be religious leaders, dharma vira, or experts in public welfare, karma vira. Therefore, we have to spend hundreds of gallons of blood to convince the people of this world. This is baptism. We have to spend hundreds of gallons blood. Unfortunately, very few people are able to grasp topics about the pure, unadulterated truth. Unless one has good spiritual impressions from past lives or this life, samskaras, or has good fortune, bhagya, the desire to hear about Lord Krishna and the absolute truth, Satya Katha, Krishna Katha, cannot awaken in the heart. So we should have what? Good spiritual impression from the past lives. Okay? Huh? Samskara. Good fortune, desire to hear topics of Lord Krishna and the absolute truth. Uh, that's why great sadhus go so much difficulty because just their look brings auspiciousness, creates spiritual account. spiritual balance. You know. So it gives us a strength to hear. See, the Mahabhagavad not only they give spiritual truth, not only just that, they give you, they qualify you to hear. Otherwise, we are not, we are all disqualified. They give you qualification to hear. Otherwise, how we can hear? See? By the strength, spiritual strength, their sadhana, their love for Krishna. And they are the media for the flow of our parampara, power. If you just touch it, see, like if the power is being going in a wire, power should be going, if it is act like a wire, see, how can you tell wire is carrying electricity or not? Carrying electricity and not carrying looks same, is it not? But one carrying electricity, you touch it, you get a shock. You'll be electrocuted. The other one, nothing happens. Electrocuted means what? Spiritual power, spiritual current, right? Spiritual current, material current, right? Right? I can use a good eye like that. So material current, which we are now, what is happening? We are, deeply into material thing. We're getting shock of material current, right? Materially intoxicated. No, become unconscious. So whereas if you get a spiritual thing, you will be disconnected from the material world. Material world, material current disconnect from the spiritual world. See? So it is spiritual current. So if we are connected or even by touch for some reason, from good fortune, sukruti, there will be transformation, yet transformation and connection to this world will be shaken. Then you will come out of the uh, like that illusion. Oh, you know, what is my disease? Otherwise, you think you are okay, healthy. So, stray activities that leads to ultimate auspiciousness and prey activity that bring immediate or short-term benefit or satisfaction, but not ultimate auspiciousness, are both available to human beings. See? Both choice are there. One is short-term benefit or satisfaction, but not ultimate auspiciousness. But one is ultimate auspiciousness. Both are available to human beings. The wise, buddhiman Vyakti and pious, the wise and pious know the truth about both kinds of activities, and they know that Shreya is the cause of liberation, while Preya is the cause of bondage. Only fortunate people give up Preya and take shelter of Shreya. Those who are unwise and less intelligent and who are devoid of the sense of proper discrimination, Viveka, proper discrimination, pray for things that they do not have, yoga, and endeavor to protect what they have, kshema. The scriptures tell us that very few people are willing to hear about topics that are ultimately beneficial and auspicious. Shreya Katha. Although some may listen to Shreya Katha, many cannot understand it. Expert speakers who are conversant with the truth about Shreya Vishaya, spiritually beneficial and auspicious subject matter, are extremely rare. Okay? Those who, by the mercy of Bhagavan, hear from such an expert spiritual master or acharya and follow in his footsteps are even rarer. Devadharma talks also. Spiritual master, Sat Guru is rare. Even rarer than that is Sat Shishya. You know, the countless speakers who are not devoid of material motives and attachments, nirapeksha, will go to hell. One must fearlessly speak about the absolute truth, Satyakatha, without any material motives or attachment. And in this way, after hundreds of births, someone will hear one Satyakatha and certainly be able to understand it. One cannot explain Satyakatha to even a single person unless one spends hundreds of gallons of blood in great pain and hard labor. Bah, see, that's why, imagine Prabhupada or Gurudev, so much difficulty. One to convince one person. You know, see now Gurudev when he came here, no facilities practically. Bah, cold and winter time, no proper roads, no proper vehicles. We didn't have any vehicles. And very simple. When he came to America also, when I met him in America first time, 1997, the it has a big hall, nothing else, no furniture. First time he came to New York, when I met him in 1997. So that's all. And hot water was there, winter time hot water. No cooking facilities, nothing. It was we didn't yet got the occupancy certificate, in the process. But I took a chance, why not? So I can see actually. Then devotees got some chair and like that. Practically, floor, like not even carpet or anything, just wooden floor, In New York, we had a wooden floor and nothing else, not even completely empty, brand new, of course, brand new place. But he was so happy. So, in advanced age, was very happy, very pleased. He was going to Tompkinson Square Park, and 200 devotees stayed with him at that time. Mm. Very austere, but so much difficulty we went through. And next question, very, very fortunate to come in touch with. He is Sri Chaitanya Deva, the only worshipable Lord Thakur of Bengalis, residents of Bengal. This is the question. Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu limited to only Bengalis? Huh? Bangladesh? Huh? Like that. No, the answer is given. No? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Deva is directly Sakshat Bhagavan. Is Sakshat Bhagavan. He is the supreme lord of the whole universe. Nanda Nandana, Sri Krishna Chandra, the son of Sri Nanda Maharaj, has descended in the form of Sri Chaitanya Deva for the welfare and auspiciousness of the whole world. Thus, he is the worshipable deity of everyone in the world. What more is there to say? I am saying that Sri Chaitanya Deva is the worshipable Lord, not just of Bengalis, but of every human being. He is the Thakur of all living entities who resides in the material universe. He is the worshipable Lord of even demigods such as Brahma and Shiva. He is the Supreme Personality and Enjoyer, Parama Purushottama, and the Supreme Lord, Parameshwara Vastu. Out of supreme independence, he appeared in Bengal. So, uh, how does one achieve success in spiritual life, Paramartha Jagat, while striving for unalloyed love for Lord Krishna, that's highest attainment? How does one achieve success in spiritual life while striving for unalloyed love for Lord Krishna? Hmm? How to attain uh, Paramartha Jagat, Sapalata in Paramartha Jagat? Answer. There is nothing other than Bhagavan. Those who think that something other than Bhagavan exists are disturbed followers of broken religion. Khandita Dharma, that is devoid of self-realization. Sadaiva Saumyami Dhamma Brahmasyusya. Ekam eva dvitiyam. Ekam evam dvitiyam. Advitiyam. Evam ekam eva advitiyam. Sadaiva Saumya Midama Brahmasyusya. Factual substance is not 10 or 5, there is only one factual substance. The Advitiya means that among many things, Lord Krishna is the one unparalleled supreme truth. Advitiya. huh? Absolute truth is only one without a second. Those who think that absolute truth is challengeable will not be successful. We are worshippers of personal Godhead. We are not worshippers of impersonality. Our success is inevitable because we have taken refuge in such a Bhagavan. Worshippers of Savishesha Vishnu Vastu, Lord Vishnu, who has a beautiful form and unique spiritual attributes, can understand Brajendra Nandana, the son of Sri Nanda Maharaj, who is the supreme enjoyer and object of the devotees' love and affection, Vishaya Vigraha. The verse Sadhyo Vrudi Avarudyate of Srimad Bhagavatam is evidence for this. Worshippers of Lord Krishna teach living entities by personally following the path of devotional service, Bhakti Dharma. Only they can experience Him. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. He who takes shelter of a bona fide spiritual master comes to know that Supreme Personality who is described in the Vedas, this Upanishad mantra, sings this truth. We should accept the shelter and blessings of Vishaya Vigraha, Sri Krishna, recipient of devotional service, and the lotus feet, Pada Padma of spiritual master, who is Ashraya Vigraha. Their shelter and blessings will certainly make us successful in placing our feet on the head of innumerable obstacles. Servants who have taken shelter at the lotus feet of a spiritual master, Sri Guru Pada Padma, never fail to achieve their vision. Communities of non-devotees certainly fall down by the influence of the time factor, Kala, whereas devotees of Bhagavan never fall down. Only non-devotees fall down. Groups of hypocrites and that practice deceitful devotion, kapata bhakti, and mental speculationists also fall down. So, now how do we understand? Ekameva is one without a second. So, Krishna's word, you see in the uh, Bhagavatam, Chatusloki Bhagavatam, is, remember, we were saying, Srimad Bhagavatam, right? We are discussing Sakshat Krishna. Right? So, in the beginning, there's four questions that Brahma is asking Lord Krishna. What are the questions? Oh Lord, what is your form in the transcendental and this material? Hmm? What kind of it? Transcendental form and material form. Hmm? Prakrita Rupa. Then what is your Maya and Yoga Maya? What kind is it? How you play in these two, Maya and Yoga Maya places? And what is my duty to please you? These four questions is asking. Aprakrit and Prakrit Rupa. huh? What kind? How is it? What is the Maya and Yoga Maya? How you play in this? And what is my duty? So for this, Lord describes the in four slokas. Brahma asks these four questions. Lord replies these four questions. It is called Chatusloki. Chatusloki, four verses of Bhagavad. Brahma recited these two slokas. He understood Brahma realized. Then he realized, and then he told to Narada. Narada realized it and told Vedavyas. Vedavyas in his deep meditation, Samadhi Bhashya, Samadhi, deep meditation. Samadhi meaning not connected with this world. Even though in this world you are connected, you are not connected, disconnected, but you are still in this world. Then he saw all the pastimes of Krishna, everything true. And then He expanded these four slokas into 18,000 verses with explanation. Huh? So, so it's like a seed. These four slokas are a seed of the Bhagavatam. Huh? Uh, and it can keep on expanding. So in the first sloka it says, Ahameva samevagre nan anyad yas sat asat param paschadam edetacha yo avashicheta so asmi aham. Bhagavatam. Second canto, 932 sloka. So Lord is answering first question. What is your form? Transcendental form and then in this material form. It doesn't mean that he has material form, no? But the how you appear. Even though he has no material form, but sometimes he appears. Is it material? No? So like that. So Krishna says, before creation I was the only one who existed. The subtle and gross form, which is the cause of this material world, were not separate from me. And then after creation, I only exist. Why? Whole world is myself. And after inundation also, I only remain. So this is why, the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, only Krishna is there all the time. Then wait a minute, what about this material world, the living entities, so many different kind, who are they? Is it, they don't exist like that? So, uh, of course, this material world, why it is created, is the supreme intelligence, supreme independent, Swarat, Tene Brahma Adi Adikavi Muhan. So, similarly, we the separated entities also have some minute independence. So, bhakti meaning what? Bhakti is the proper use of this independence. We have a choice either to follow bhakti or not bhakti. That's it. You choose bhakti one way, Yogamaya. You choose not following bhakti, then Mahamaya catches us, puts into this prison, Durga. Come under the rule of Durga. But sometimes Krishna comes even in this world, Prakat Leela. You know. So now the question is, this world is different from him. There's a two aspects, two ways of looking at it. From our vision and from his vision, his perspective, Lord's perspective and our perspective. Right? You take anybody, the teacher, looks from he thinks from his angle, and students looks our angle, our limit. So, for Supreme Lord, from our vision, there is a difference between five Nitya Vedas, right? Five eternal differences. There is a difference between Supreme Lord and living entity, obviously. He's so powerful. So. in his mouth for Mother Yashoda. What what he showed, whole world, not only this world, all the world, unlimited universes. And in one universe, Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda looking into the mouth of Krishna. He saw that also. It contains everything, including himself. And what happened? He got wounded. What I am seeing, is my son possessed or what? He did not think that he is Supreme Lord. No. So much love for Krishna. He must be possessed. Somebody must have put spell on him. What am I doing? So immediately she wants to, uh, relieve Krishna of that spell. He's thinking. So what? She knows cow urine, right? Black cow. And then the tail of the cow, like this. And then Gomutra and all of him. Then Swastivacha, then Brahmanas, giving charity cows and all that. Then after all this, she want to make sure the spell is over. Hey Krishna, open your mouth again. Now he opened his mouth. She did not see any of those things, strange things. So he said, "Oh, my son is okay." So that is Raja Prema. Okay. Here Krishna's this awe and reverence did not work, you know, on the Raja Prema. Whereas for Arjuna, what happened? Krishna showed Vishwarupa. Oh, you want to see? Okay, I will give you special eyes to Arjuna. Of course, Mother Yashoda demanded, hey, open your mouth. Now here Krishna is giving. And what you saw? Vision meaning it is there all the time, okay? Vishwarupa is always there, but he gave you permission to see. He made Arjuna's eyes to perceive that. Unless Krishna makes us see, we cannot see. So, how I will tell you, you will understand. So, then what happened, Arjuna? Understood Krishna is Supreme Lord. You, Krishna, please forgive me. I treated you as my friend. I used bad words. I cursed, I gave you, and then I was sleeping right next to you. Oh, Krishna, no, 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 no. Please forgive me. I've kicked you. I've touched your body with my feet. Please, I've offended you. Please forgive my offenses. See, Arjuna's mind. Did Yashoda mind was like that? No. This is a difference. Okay. This is sweetness of Krishna. No. Yoga, Raja Prema. So powerful. Krishna's all this power will be like God will not work. Did not make even a dent. That is sweetness. So even though so that is one aspect. Okay, that's why. Now that's why. So there is a difference. Can we ordinary person show Vishwarupa? We cannot see our own eye. Understand? Our eye cannot see our face. Try hard. Cannot see. Of course, you have to take a mirror. Help of a mirror. What is mirror? It shows left, right, left. Is it not? Wrong way. So if you try to see within this material world, you are going to see the wrong way, no matter what you do. Unless you have like a two mirror, okay, two mirror, right? I was telling you, two mirrors, right, like this. Huh? Don't look into this, look into the reflection of that. Then we can see. What does it mean, reflection? See through the eye of Shastra to the ear. Through hearing of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, then only you will get the true perspective. Otherwise, 1000% wrong. You understand? This is the thing. 1000%. No other way. If you want to see what is exactly happening in this world or what it thinks, you have to see it through the Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. There is no other way. Not with our eyes or by our own senses and instruments. Okay. Scientists, I mean, they're all misleading. Okay. So there is a difference. Okay. Living entity and Bhagavan. Between two living entities, obvious. Between living entity and a jada, inert, and between inert, right? These five eternal differences are there. Madhvacharya established. This is our view from our concept. Whatever from the view of Bhagavan, from his side, Swagatya, Swajatya, Vijatya, Veda. They say Swagatya, meaning, is there any difference between Krishna's eye and ear? We have a difference, right? Ear we can hear, eyes we can see. But from Krishna's point, with eye he can hear also. With eyes he can accept bhoga. He can walk. He can create. He can do anything. With ear also he can do same thing. So is there any difference? That's why deha dehi, it does not applicable for him. So that's one aspect. What about, because every sense is equipped to do all the functions. Then what about uh, swajatiyas? Swajatiyas, swagatiya, swajatiya Veda, meaning Lord Krishna and Rama. But is there any difference from the tattva point of view? No. How? There is only one moon, right? For us. Full moon is there. Two new moon. How many moons are there? Background is only one moon, but it appears different, is it not? Background is one moon. Understand? Half moon, like Ashtami, uh, half moon, right? You think it's different from the full moon? It's showing only the half brightness, but it's same moon. New moon, of course, it is not visible. So, like that, Krishna, Rama, Narsimha, they're all same Krishna. But he's showing to devotees. Same time, Krishna can show, can appear like Krishna for the Krishna devotees, like Ram for the Ram devotees, Narsimha for Narsimha devotees. Same time, so powerful. Many pastimes are there like. One time, uh, Krishna sent Arjuna, you know, you need help of Hanuman. To give seva to Hanuman, you know. So, so Arjuna is looking for Hanuman. He found in Himalaya. Then he made a friendly talk with him, and then while talking friendly, the question came about building a bridge. Ram said. Then the question is why Lord has to employ all those unlimited monkeys to build. Why not? He was an archer. Why not build with a simple arrow? So then, Lord Ram wanted to give service to everybody, to leave his signature forever. you know, Floating bridge. Amazing even today. Imagine floating bridge. Even today is about 20 miles long, 2 miles wide, floating. Ah, NASA pictures you can see. You know. So uh, then Arjuna said, oh, I can build one bridge across this small lake is there. I can say. Hanuman said, all right, you build. It will not take my. I will challenge you. It will not take my weight. So what you will fail? No, I will help you if I fail. If you fail, I will fall in the fire. Arjuna said, if I fail, I am going to build a bridge. If it is not able to carry the weight of you, Hanuman, then I will give up my life in a fire. If Hanuman fails by not able to break it, then he said, I will help you in the war. They agreed. So Arjuna, and within a minute, very short time, he built a bridge. Hanuman went with 1 foot on the floor, on the other side, 1 foot like this, collapsed. Bridge is collapsed. Now you can understand. Then Arjuna went to fall in the fire. Then a sadhu came, pulling Hanuman. Hey, what are you doing, Arjun? I'm going to fall in the fire. Why? I lost this bet with Hanuman. What is that? I built a bridge with my arrow, but Hanuman's 1 feet like this shaking finished. I gave my word. No, no, come back here. Come back. Who was the witness? So he called Hanuman, the sadhu. Hanuman, who was the witness between the discussion between you? Where is the need? Both are truthful. No, no, this is an important matter. Important. You should have a third one party, whom you trust both. So I will be the witness this time. Can you give another opportunity for Arjuna? Oh, 100 times if he wants to. Hanuman said. So this time Arjuna prayed to Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, please. It will be very bad for Pandava. And also for you, we are your devotees. Don't make me fail this time. Last time I forgot you, that's why I was finished. So he was praying to Krishna. And then he built a bridge. What happened? Hanuman went touching, nothing happened. Toots. And then he jumping up and down. He took a huge form the way when he crossed from India to Lanka, Rameshwaram to Lanka. Still nothing. Then he saw water, blood. What happened? He saw this sadhu there, looking Ram, holding it. Then he ran there. Then Arjuna also ran. He saw Krishna there. Same person, same sadhu, appearing as Ram to Hanuman, and then Krishna to Arjuna, both feeling, fall at his feet. You see, like this, many, many times. So we can see there is no different tattva. Of course, from a rasa point of view, then what about this world? Is it different from the Krishna? From his perspective, they say no. How? Suppose a sweat comes from our body, sweat, right? Can we command, hey, sweat, please go inside, go back? Will it listen? No. No. So one pastime is there. Huh? What happened in the Kamya one? We remember while we touched upon this pastime when we were doing parikrama, Kamya one. Now, Vrindavan parikrama, Kartik. So one time, Pandavas were in exile. They were in Kamya one. So many pastimes there. And noontime, huh? Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas, they are busy in Harikatha. Huh? Meantime, Draupadi was cleaning and far away. And then they were deeply involved in Harikatha. And Jayadratha came and captured, Draupadi and carrying her. She was crying. And meantime, Narmuni came and he saw this. Then he came to Pandava. Hey, what are you doing? Deeply hearing. But you see what is happening, Draupadi? She is crying. Jayadratha is carrying her away. So Hanuman, Arjuna and Bhima, they told him, we are going to catch him. We come. We want it. Huh? So then they went. Arjuna, Bhima ran very fast. Arjuna put a fire, arrow all around. So he could not escape. So he was caught, brought. They said, we want to kill this Jayadratha. Yudhishthira said, you consult with Draupadi. He is the Ashtagiya. She said, no, don't. Because he is married to your sister, almost your sister, Kauravas. Kauravas and Pandavas like cousins, cousins. So she will cry, leave him. But Arjuna said, I have taken a vow, Kshatriya, to kill him. Bhima. So what to do? They consulted Krishna, said, you do something. So both parties will be happy. He is also dead and also is not dead. Okay. So Arjuna, he took cue and then he shaved half and half, made vikara, left him. So it's like a death for him, but he is not dead. Okay. So he is ashamed to go back to his town. He went to forest. He did austerities very deep. And please, Lord Shiva. Shiva came. What do you want? I want Arjuna to be killed. Forget it. As long as Krishna is there, it is not possible. Ask something else. So he thought, the demon, his demon mentality, he said, all right, whoever cuts off my head or kills and my head falls on the floor, I should come back to life and whoever cut off my head should die. So if Arjuna cut off his head, who is going to die? Arjuna. This person, this Jayadratha will come back to life if it falls on it. Then Lord Shiva said, oh, this is what you want. Okay, all right. But one condition, if your father throws your head onto the ground, then you will die. Then Jayadratha said, all right, because he thought, why my father will throw it? I will tell him, a situation might come, then don't throw mine. I will come back to life. That person who killed, maybe, mostly Arjuna, he will die. So he was very happy. Before he might ask something else, Lord Shiva disappeared. Ah, so Lord Shiva is very tricky. Yeah? So now this was known to Krishna also. So what happened in the war, right? Great Mahabharata war. Abhimanyu, son of Arjuna, was killed very inhumanely, all the Maharathas say. That's why people say the Kali Yuga started on that day. Huh? And when Arjuna came to know, he became very sad and he took a vow. By dusk, by the sun down, I'm going to kill Jayadratha. Open display. Everybody heard. And he's fighting so fast, both hands are releasing. Nobody able to come in front of him. They hided Jayadratha. Now he's searching everywhere in the battle. He is not found. Then what happened? Sundown. So he prepared a fire because he gave his word. So he went to pit, fire pit. Fire is burning. He wanted to praying about to jump. Then what happened? He's praying. Meantime, Kauravas became very happy. They want to just celebrate the victory because Arjuna dies, he's going to die, then Pandavas will be finished and we are the winner. So they invited Jayadratha. They hide him, they brought, hey Jayadratha, see, because of you, we are winning. Please come join. See how Arjuna is dying. He's going to jump into the fire. Come, come, let's celebrate. You are the winner. So he was tall, he came there. Then suddenly sunlight came. Then Krishna told, hey Arjuna, it is not at sundown. Shoot at Jayadratha so that his head is going to fall on the lap of his father. So it is flying in the sky head. And it was sundown, right? He was doing Anik, his father, and he's closing his eyes. Did not see how the sunlight came. Back. And suddenly the head on his lap. Because Krishna is the inspirer in everyone's heart. Because he's a really demon. Father is also demon. So he fell something on his lap and then he said, throw it. Then a thought came, wait a minute, what did I throw? He went and saw head of his son. He said, oh, son, my son died. So like that, both died. See, because the Lord Shiva's boon, you understand? Krishna knew this. Now the question comes, what? How the sunlight, because sun down, how the sunlight came back again. You understand? This is the point. Of course, devotees, some Krishna hided sun with his, Sudarshan Chakra. When Jayadratha came, he removed it and then sunlight came. Another way our acharyas go in more step. What they say is, Krishna says, I'm the light of the moon, light of the sun. What does it mean? He is in every atom of the light, particle, like a quanta. All the light, not just one ray, all the light. Because it's sarvatra sarvada, he is there all the time, all the places. Sarva akara, sarva ashraya, he is the supporter of everything. Sarva utpadak, everything comes from him. Sarva palak, he maintains everything. Sarva palak. Sarva sammarka destroys everything. Sarva niyamaka controls everything. Sarva preraka, inspiration to everything. And yata yogya, jnana ajnana bandham. With our qualification, it gives you knowledge, you know, uh, conditioning, ajnana, illusion, and then moksha, bandhana and moksha, bandha, moksha, prada, sarvatra sarvada, sarva akara, sarva ashraya, sarva utpadaka, sarva palaka, sarva samharaka, sarva नियामक सर्व प्रेरक सर्व प्रवर्तक सर्व निवर्तक यथा योग्य पूर्ण ज्ञान अज्ञान बंध मोक्ष प्रद. So is in the light. So the sun is going down, light is coming from the sun. Sun cannot recall the sunlight light back. Hey, come back. No. Once release sun, sun has no independence. So but because Krishna is in all the rays, he said stop here. They stopped. Sun is moving down. Sunlight is coming from the sun. Sun does not know. Then what is happening? It stopped. And what is everybody perceiving? Darkness. Even the sun is right in front of them, everybody perceiving darkness. See, look at the power. When Jayadratha brought, then what happened? Krishna told, okay, let's move. So they all came, fell on the people's eyes, they saw sun. You see, power. So the whole world is working under his direction, indirectly direct. So if this world is different from him, from his aspect of view, he controls, is behaving exactly the way he wants. Then how it is different from him? If my hand does the way I like, you know, writing or doing like this, how it is different from me? Same way. Whether it's separated, still Krishna maintains the control. So from his perspective, everything is not different from him. But still it is different, you understand? From our perspective, it is different. From his perspective, is same, but he is not in all of it. Understand? Even though he is there, it is even though he is there, meaning he has control over it, full control over it. Sun, the sun god does not have control over the sunlight once it leaves his globe. Krishna has control over every point of it, every, every atom, in the atom, between the atom, every controls that. But he is not the atom, you understand? But it is, he has control over it, but he is not. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said inconceivably one and different, simultaneously one and different. You know? So achintya beda abeda tattva. That is the truth. Veda is true, Abeda is also true. Abeda is from his perspective, from our perspective is always Veda. So once you understand, then everything. That's why see the background. I keep telling, see the background. If somebody says something, oh, see Krishna's energy there, Maya. Oh, under the spell of Maya, they are behaving like this. We pray, oh God, Krishna, have mercy on them. This is how the pure devotees see. That's why, remember, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, maybe in the first volume we saw. Who are these disciples? He said, I never made any disciples. They are my Guru Varga, he said. They are my worshipable Guru Varga. Because he is seeing his Guru in everyone's heart. He is seeing Supreme Lord in everyone's heart through his Guru. Right? So, how they are his disciples, worshipable. See, his vision was like that. Because of the vision, he is Jagat Guru, Guru of everyone. So he can impart that vision to others. One who has that vision only can impart that vision to others, not otherwise. That means completely absent of this material, enjoying tendency, this Preya Pada, only Shreya, 100% Shreya. Then he will enable us to see that vision. That's why Krishna is also saying, Ahameva asameva gre nan anyadya sat asas param. Paschadamedetacha yo avashishyeta so asmi aham. In the beginning, I myself existed. Creation also, I exist myself. After inundation, I exist myself. Now you understand. So, if you see that way, our illusion is God. Everything meant for his service. Krishna has control over all that. By Krishna's arrangement, they are behaving like that. You see connection with Krishna, then, you know, we will not get bewildered. Then the attachment will not be there, which will bring with the material things. You know. So we will time is up, or time, so we'll end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Dandavot pranams to everybody. Dandavot, Hare Krishna.